Sydney, drawing out that intro a little bit.
Yeah. I've been drawing it out for a little bit for the past couple of episodes.
So.
Yeah. So what's going on, John? Man, like it's a weird day. We're recording on a Tuesday.
Yeah, we are recording on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Normally on a Monday,
we're not supposed to tell them that.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's
Monday.
But dude, seriously, since we were normally recorded on a Monday, whatever, I kind of felt lost on a Monday. I was like, wait, what do I do? It's like, what goes on Mondays? I literally
podcasts apparently.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I just didn't end up doing anything.
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Yeah, Tuesday.
It's a fine day.
But yeah, how was your weekend, dog? Like, cause me and you, we hung out on Friday.
Nice. What'd you guys do on Friday?
Yeah, we went to go see. Oh, by the way, guys, this is Kate Scales. By the way, as you hear her lovely voice, we'll do a more formal introduction. Later on, but yeah, how was your weekend, John?
Let's see. So after we went to Society.
Yeah, we went to Society. We went to go see Sick Puppies. Not Sick
Puppies. The old lead singer to Sick Puppies.
Yeah.
Former lead singer.
Yes.
And the dude was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very for a one-man acoustic show is pretty good. I can't say pretty good. It was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I wasn't. To be honest, I wasn't familiar with Sick Puppies. Were they like how big would you say when Sick Puppies were at their peak?
Well, I had to look this up myself because I wasn't that familiar. So Wikipedia told me that they got their peak in 2006 and hit something like top 40s type shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that being said, then afterwards, right? So afterwards, you said you went downtown.
Yes.
Hung out with
That's
Sylvie.
where I live.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A friend, she works at a hip hop radio station, and that's why she got us free bands. This is Society. Go see Sick Puppies, or not Sick Puppies, the lead singer, and that's how we ended up over there. It was fun. It was cool.
Yeah.
A little bit too hot. A little bit too white for me, but it was still cool.
And then after that, I was like, well, let me get 2 shows in one.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to go see Matt Walden and Wilder Sons.
And
very nice.
So you were telling me that there was just no cars.
Yeah, there was
no
literally no parking at the venue.
Of course
none. The plaza was completely full.
Yeah.
Not the venue itself's parking, where the regional parking. It wasn't I had to walk across the plaza. I had to go to the next plaza over to park.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful, though.
Yeah, no, it's.
Nice.
Gotta get them on the podcast.
Yeah.
Rock out these views, man.
But it was a great show.
Yeah.
In fact, in terms of energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes I go out and see touring bands and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the Electric Mud, they went on tour.
Love them.
Yeah.
So much.
Let's see. Traders is on tour right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Hence, Gutter Love is on tour by extension.
And we're playing a show together when he gets back.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm very excited.
You should plug it right now.
It's on September 1st at Howe Gallery.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show that night. Causeway, Kylan, Gutter Love, Kate Scales.
Yeah, I went to Gutter Love.
That's a good
It's an unplugged show. It's all unplugged.
I went to his release of his EP at Nice Guys Pizza. That was a
Very
lot
nice.
of fun. That was a lot of fun.
I've seen him a couple times. I've seen him
He's
at
very chill,
Buddha.
dude.
Seen him at Old Soul. I know.
Yeah.
I love him. He's awesome.
So
yeah, what'd you do Saturday?
Saturday. Oh, what did I do Saturday? I was supposed to have 10th Wave over to record. They're working on new material.
Okay, nice.
But let's see.
I went and saw the Free Coasters.
The Free Coasters.
Yeah, Fort Myers Brewing.
Yeah, I've seen them once before.
They're great. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw them. It was actually right after Opposite States EP show.
Very nice. Oh yeah. At Nice Guys that night. Yeah.
That's
a
right.
Good show.
No, that's right. You were there. They gave you a shout out.
They
were
did give me a shout out. I was like, that blew me away because I wasn't expecting that at all.
Yeah, you were really tipping the scales.
I was like, whoa.
God damn it, Sydney.
Nice. Did you see what he did there?
I know exactly what he did there.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in
I
him.
apologize.
I'm disappointed.
So, dude,
I totally didn't make the same joke earlier.
Yeah, so, dude, I was being such a super progressive cis male this weekend. I just hung out with girls, literally all this weekend.
Nice.
I was thinking about it, damn, what did I do this weekend? Oh, yeah, I hung out with women all this
Ladies.
weekend. Look at that. that. Look at me. All platonic friends. We just hung out. We went to the movies. Went to bars.
What'd you see?
I went to go see 8th Grade. Actually,
What is that?
8th Grade. It's like it's a movie directed by Bo Burnham, and I think it was written.
Oh
by him.
yeah.
Basically about
So that
like
girl. Is that a little girl?
yeah, it's basically like a snapshot into how 8th graders are right now with them having Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram and
poor
YouTube,
kids.
all this technology. But I like the way that they portrayed it. Like I think people like not that there weren't the typical people who were like super engrossed into their phones, always on their phones or whatever. But like the way they showed the main character, she just likes to use her phone just to like do makeup tutorials and to post like YouTube content. Like it's not as like detrimental or like, oh man, all these kids are just obsessed with technology. They just always glued to their phone. They don't talk to each other. I'm like, yeah, they showed that, but like not with the main character. So like I like how he showed the different sides of it because it's normally like on one side.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I thought it was a really good movie. It was really like, it made me feel the awkwardness of being back in the 8th grade in the middle school.
Wow.
So I was definitely awkward,
We didn't have any of that. I'm dating myself, but we didn't have any of that when I was in 8th grade and stuff. We had like instant messenger.
Yeah.
That was it though.
Yeah.
And texting, and instant messenger. That was pretty much it. Like,
on instant messenger, right? Like back in the day, like the go-to message always for anybody, or at least for a guy, is, are you a boy or girl?
Or it was ASL, age, sex, location.
Yeah.
ASL.
MRF.
Sex.
MRF.
Male or female?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always on like Yik Yak.
I don't know what that is. See, I don't.
Yik Yak is supposed to be like an anonymous like board for your location.
Forgot about Yik
Oh,
Yak.
okay.
Yeah.
Yik Yak was like,
So people just made like weird posts.
like who trying to cuddle?
And they centered it at like different universities.
Okay.
Mostly.
Was it like Craigslist, like misconnections? Like, was it creepy like that?
Like,
yeah.
sometimes,
I
but it's
saw
not
you.
as
Like I saw you looking at me, and
but
like you were wearing a black
misconnections
shirt.
are like, they're like sad, but kind of like,
but so great. Do you? I read
so
them
great
sometimes.
to read, and it's like almost like you almost feel like a little bit sympathetic for them.
Oh yeah.
You're like
glimpsing into these people's lives. Like, damn.
It's like, hey,
some of them I think are fake, but some of them I think are very real.
It's like you were with your husband at the Chick-fil-A on 41.
But you were fighting, and
when you guys were fighting, you had purple hair and a tattoo.
Oh my god! First of all, I would
saw
never fucking go to a Chick-fil-A. I'll tell you that right now.
I saw you.
So,
but I
well,
didn't look back.
okay. No. On Yik Yak,
Right.
it was a little bit more direct. It was like, hey girl with the fat ass in like at like that has
Yik Yak.
intro to communications at 10:30.
Right.
Oh my god! That's
yakking.
really specific.
Hit me up. Like,
That's awesome. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah,
that
interesting.
So
is Yik Yak still around? Like, is it?
I
is it
have no
dead?
idea. I deleted it.
No,
Probably
it's
should be
called like
dead.
Tinder or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's basically.
Oh yeah, you're married, so you're not about that like Tinder.
Well, no,
and
it's so
Bumble.
funny. Yeah, like so
Right.
I didn't do any of that. Like my
Yeah.
husband and I have been together for like 9 years,
Oh yeah, so you missed that
but
completely.
we didn't get married. We've only been married for like 3 years.
Okay.
So like, but we've been together for like a long time.
Damn.
But yeah, we missed all that. So like, we feel so bad because like a lot of our best friends are still like,
Yeah.
going through this, and like
swiping.
they've lived through like the transition into like the Tinder, Bumble, like
Yeah.
life change, like the life change, like the lifestyle change. Like,
Honestly-
I feel so bad for them. Like they hate it. They fucking hate it.
As a progressive,
Sorry. Should I
as
be
a-
not?
as
Should I
a-
be swearing?
Yeah,
No,
go
you can
ahead.
say
Okay.
whatever you want.
As a progressive cis male, it is the easiest thing to do to talk to girls as a male.
Just talk.
All you gotta do here are the rules to talking to a girl.
Oh
right?
boy.
All
Oh boy.
you do is ask a general question, follow up, respond. You literally have a whole 3 hour hangout just by doing those three things. How was your day today? Oh man, I went to work and this bitch, Miss Sally, which is I know being annoying to me,
Yeah.
being so rude.
Sally sounds
What?
like a
What?
bitch.
Why was Miss Sally? Oh wow, that's crazy. Why was she being a bitch?
There you go.
Then you can just keep on going with general question.
Now are these
follow up?
are these people
respond.
you already know? Is this a situation where you already know this lady?
Um.
Because if you were a guy that came up to me at a bar and were like, "How was your day?" I would be like, "What?"
Yeah, people that you already know, like people like
Okay,
a
good.
girl you already like been introduced to. You kind of know. You have her number. Whatever.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Right,
you're right.
yeah.
You're totally right.
I don't know with the number of times that I've been to Sky Bar.
Yeah.
and
I
just
love Sky
like
Bar.
observe the mating habits.
Ugh,
Mhm.
don't
Or-
know.
Or even Mona Lisa's,
Oh.
like the mating rituals that occur.
It's disturbing.
Right.
It is
Have
kind
you
of.
ever seen the mating rituals at City Tav? Have you ever seen that?
No.
That's-
How do they?
It's
Oh,
just
God.
well, you combine the mating rituals with the syringe jello shots that they give you and it's just like the most incredible acts of nature you've ever
Oh, my
witnessed
gosh,
and
dude.
laid your eyes upon.
I think
mankind has reached the moon. It's transcended physical labor. We've moved on to service-based industries,
amazing.
founded theories in psychology and science.
Yeah, take notes basically.
Syringe jello shots.
Yep.
syringe
That's
jello
the peak of
shots.
our,
Yeah.
Living downtown has been amazing. We just moved downtown in December and I love it.
I like downtown. Like sometimes I see people do what I call peacocking.
Huh.
Where basically like
Yeah, I know what you're talking
they're
about.
like, hey, look at me over here. They'll wear like a fucking bright neon
Fedora or something.
like fedora or some shit, or like I saw this one dude. He had light up like Sketcher shoes or whatever. He was at the club and like the shoes like light up like little like Sketcher lights at the bottom. At first I wanted to hate. I was like, man, look at this goofy
They're
ass
so
motherfucker.
cool.
I was like, it's kind of cool.
They're so cool.
You would dance and start to light up. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Man.
Is there like so since you live downtown, like
Mhm.
is there like God, like do you live directly downtown?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, so I live on First Street, and I live just outside of the noise. It's really nice. I live like right around the Burroughs home. Do you know what the Burroughs home is? It's like this historical. It's like a wedding venue now,
Right.
but I live like right around there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like right around all those big towers and stuff. Like I don't
Mhm.
live in one of the towers. I live in like a small little place. It's really cute.
Okay, I was about to say
It's really cute. It's right on the water, and I'm like within walking distance of everything. Like when we played at the Sydney Burn, I like walked to that show. It was so
I was about to
cool.
say, Kate Scales, I didn't know you were balling like that. I was like, yeah, I
Mhm.
live downtown. Like, well, fuck. It's like I thought
Yeah.
you lived in like one of the like little like things that they have like overlooking like downtown.
No, I don't overlook downtown. I do look at the
Yeah.
water though, so that's cool. It's
Mm,
gorgeous. It is
Mm.
so beautiful.
Yeah,
I do like looking at the river every day, but
yeah.
you know.
I like to go downtown on occasions. You know, music walk, art walk. all
yeah,
that-
exactly.
all
It's
that-
really fun.
all that business.
Never
But,
bored.
So yeah,
Never bored.
All right.
let's move on to
Let's
some.
get to it.
Some
Oh my gosh,
questions.
let's get
into
to it.
Let's
Let's get
to it.
serious. We're getting
Oh,
serious
yes, Yes, yes.
now. Okay.
Kate Scales.
Hey man.
Miss Kate Scales.
Yeah.
What do you go by? Just Kate
Kate
Scales?
Scales,
Just-
yeah.
Just Kate
That's
Scales.
me.
All right.
Mhm.
Local artists.
Yep.
Rock women.
Yeah.
Blues.
Yes.
A little bit of country.
Little bit.
Just a little like
Yep.
like a pepper.
Like a spice, little spice.
like paprika.
yeah.
You know, like it's like you don't really use it a
it's
lot.
It's just
but
there for
like,
color.
For color, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, to start from the beginning, what was your
Mhm.
start with music and where did you generally grow up? Did you grow up in the Southwest Florida region?
I
or
did
you
not.
grow up somewhere
Okay,
else?
so I'm originally from Pennsylvania.
Really?
I was born in Lancaster City.
Mhm.
Lived there for the first like 5 or 6 years of my life. Then we moved to a small farming town called Lidditz, which is like 20 minutes away from Lancaster. So music's always been a part of my life. My dad was a DJ. My mom was
Really? That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so like I was exposed to a lot of different genres growing up. So I heard everything. I would say country the least. My parents weren't like super huge into country, but they were into pretty much everything else. I was always a singer, always sang in choir.
Mm-hmm.
Played a couple of instruments growing up. Like I was terrible at the cello, I was terrible at piano,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was okay at guitar. So I play guitar. I play
Mhm.
guitar, not like super well. Like I'm okay.
Right.
But I use it for songwriting mostly.
Right.
But I'm trying to play more live.
Mm.
Yeah. So you're gonna see more of that soon.
Ooh.
I gotta get my
Preview, huh?
courage up because it's like you know.
So your dad was just primarily. So you said your dad just played like different genres of music when he DJ, or did he focus on a certain genre?
Definitely
or?
all different kinds, and like you know. So this is like flashback to like the 90s, but like I can remember at like pretty good like parties he would play like anything from like Motown, James Brown stuff,
Ooh,
all
yes.
through up to like you know
Yeah.
like you know I don't know like all through 80s pop. Then you know I
Mhm.
mean he was really good at like mixing everything. Like he would be like, oh wow, I would never have like thought that you would go to that song, but this is a banger. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like my dad was really
Mm.
good at that.
Does your dad still DJ or no?
He doesn't. He actually gave the business to me. And then Tyler and I did it for a while.
Right.
My husband and I did it for a while. And then moved down here, did it for a while down here. But it was actually hard because, like, our client base was up in Pennsylvania. So, like, when we moved down here, we only had, like, we only did, like, 3 weddings in, like, 2 years.
So, you're able to DJ as
so,
well.
yeah, we did do it down here. But and it was really great. Like, all of our clients were super cool. Like, we had a good time. But, like, I ended up really getting into this, like, Kate Scales thing. Like, my thing started really, like, picking up speed. So I, like, sold all of our DJ gear and, like,
Damn, so you
got
just
all
like
my own
fully
stuff.
like
And I mean, I got my dad's
blessing
blessing on that.
Like,
I got my dad's blessing.
He was like, no, you're selling out the family
No, it's
business.
so funny. Like, I did. No, I
You're selling the farm.
I got his blessing. He was like, do it. My
That's good.
So
That's
I was gonna say my nickname is Noodle, and but I remember like he's like, do it, Noodle. Just do it. You know what you're doing.
Noodle. How did
that nickname?
Because I like noodle around and flit around the house and stuff. I think. Yeah. Noodle. The noodle.
Linguine.
Fettuccine.
I would probably be like a little do you know like gemelli?
Gemelli.
It's like the twisty one.
Oh,
it's my
baby.
One.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay,
one.
so how did you eventually? So you were in Pennsylvania, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you eventually come down to the Fort Myers, Southwest Florida region? Like, how did that?
So Tyler, my husband, was working for IBM up in Philadelphia, and was like headhunted by Gartner. So Gartner was like, "Do you want to work in Florida?" And we were like, "Yeah, we sure do." So he interviewed and got the job, and we moved down here. They helped us with like the relocation and stuff, and that was in 2015.
Okay, so you literally just moved down here.
Yeah, we got married, and 3 months later just moved. So we got married, packed up our house, and moved. It was crazy.
Is the music scene not bumping up in Pennsylvania? I don't
No,
really know
it
anything.
is. It's totally bumping. So like when I was living in Pennsylvania, I was more of like excuse me, really quick, sorry, little burp, sorry. When I was working in Pennsylvania, I was doing like a lot of like business operations stuff for theaters in Philadelphia. So I was really hating it though. Like it sounds cool, but I was not enjoying the office life. So when we got down here, I was like, I'm kind of just going to do a barista thing. Do you care if I just go back to that?
Yeah.
And it was great for a while. And I don't know, like we went to a concert. We went to Fort Rock.
Right.
And I don't know, it was like this weird like change of life where I was like watching my favorite bands playing and they were and I was just like what am I doing with my life, like what am I doing with my and then I don't know, like my work environment got crappier and I was like, you know what, I am too old to be like unhappy and like also too young to like not pursue like what I think, like I have so much time, like I have so much time but also not enough, like I don't know,
right.
So I said fuck it and I quit my job and like went full time into like doing this music thing. Now I do still like teach dance. I do still work as a barista on the weekends now. I'm back to it. I'm back to it because like
full circle.
Because I'm like shit. I gotta pay for my records. Oh my god. Like I gotta pay. Like it's like it's and I gotta pay for my merch and my social media presence and blah 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 all that. Crap.
Dedication
all
doesn't pay the bills.
No, it's so true. Like I'm very serious. I mean, like I'm saving up right now for like a music video that we're shooting in October. Like I'm doing a photo shoot with Jesse Kaysen, photography next week. Like. You know, it's not. I'm serious. You know.
Yeah, I feel like every time that I remember with when we had Opposite States on and
I mean, Chris is like they're like a business.
People. Yeah, like but they always have the common thing of like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing in my life.
Yeah.
Like I really like they're at that breaking point, and it's either they break or they like fuck it, I'm just gonna pursue my dreams or whatever. Like I feel like it's just such a common.
It sounds super cliche, but like
does.
it's so fucking weird. Like that's literally what happened.
I always thought it was I'm like, oh, okay, can everybody not just be at their breaking point?
No,
like, oh man, I was broke. I didn't know what to do in my life.
No, I wasn't even broke. Like I was doing fine. Like I was
right.
like I could have just shut up and stopped crying about it, like and just like gone back to my job. But like I really couldn't anymore. Are you familiar with like Saturn's return? So, like, I don't know. Okay.
Saturn's return.
So Saturn's return is like a planet thing. Like, I don't know if you care about like astrology or anything like that. But like when you've been on the planet for 30 years, like Saturn has made like a full rotation around the sun. And so like when it comes back, it like fucks you up and it makes you think about your life. Like apparently, I don't know. None of this is real. But maybe none of it's real or all of it's real or I don't know. But yeah, Saturn's return. So I think that messed with me. I think Saturn came back to me.
Yeah.
And also helped me like, hey girl, maybe like pursue what you know you've always wanted to do. I mean, I know, I've always known it was just really scary. It's really scary.
I just want to say, in the context of astrology,
Mm-hmm.
please don't listen to episode 12 of this podcast.
Okay, I will not. I will not. Do you guys
was that
hate
the
it?
episode that you
Do you
were, like,
guys hate
shitting on astrology? we've had multiple discussions about it. Me and John, we don't particularly care for it. We think it's a little
That's
bit
fine.
silly.
Yeah.
I don't.
To be honest.
What are your signs? I gotta know. Do you even know?
Actually, I
Libra.
don't know. Wait, what are the? Is Capricorn? Is that the right thing?
That's one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm Capricorn, and I don't know what you are.
Libra.
Libra.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Actually, I'm not a Libra.
You're not.
No.
yeah. He always does that. He always fucking.
It's hilarious.
I'm actually a Capricorn. I don't know what it means. I don't know what the implications.
Well,
or
Libras
whatever.
are pretty like. They don't really care. They're pretty chill people, so that would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
whatever
pretty
you are.
chill.
But well, the only problem that I have with it is because a lot of people can kind of find their own qualities
Yeah.
in every single one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
So like, if
It's like you take it with a grain of salt. Like
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
it's terrifying
Well,
how
some
spot
people
on.
don't take it with a grain
Oh
of salt.
God, I
yeah.
know. Yeah, I mean,
and
Jesus.
that's where I'm like, okay, fam, like.
Oh yeah, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're a Gemini. I can't be friends with you. Like I would, like
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I think it's just funny and like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do think it's like a funny.
because
like fun thing to
sometimes
do,
like
but,
some
you know,
traits will
it's
pop up
whatever.
and you're like,
It's like a tongue in cheek. I don't mind that, but when a motherfucker's like, "Yo," it's like, "Cindy, you're kind of being angry today." Yeah, because XYZ happened. No.
it's because you're a Capricorn.
Oh, no, because you're a Capricorn, and then Neptune's in the
And
orbit
yeah,
right
and
now, and
Mer-
it's very
Mercury's in
visible.
retrograde.
Yeah,
Like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm just having a
That's
bad
why
day.
you're being such a dick right now. Cindy. Like, man, I'm being such a dick right now because you're trying to tell me a goddamn planet is affecting my mood.
Okay, well Saturn's return is real. Okay, that's
Yeah.
real.
Indeed, it is. Indeed, it is. Shout out to all.
Anyways, so back to the
But yeah,
cliche
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
cliche.
Mhm.
Life is too short. YOLO. Blah blah blah. Whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
going for it. I'm going for it, and it's really fun, and I
Mhm.
love every minute of it, and it's been great.
So I have kind of a interesting because John is primarily the rock, the metal guy, and
Okay.
I'm more like the rap, R&B
Okay.
type of person. Those are the main genres. And not that I don't listen to rock or whatever,
Yeah.
not that I'm aware,
Mm.
but that's I'd be lying to say if I'm like fully engrossed into that type of music. So with rap music on the rise right now, or it's been on the rise, especially with female artists. You got the Cardi B's, Nicki Minaj's, Rhapsody,
Yeah.
whole bunch of multitude of different rap
Yes.
artists. When do you think that the rise of the female rock artists began? Because I know
I
that
think it's happening right now.
you feel this is happening. Because I felt like there's tons of there's sprinkles of prominent rock female artists, especially with the singers. But of course, they were overlooked.
Overlooked. Yeah.
Overlooked, and they didn't get as much shine because like there's just so many other male dominated rock bands. So like you feel like the rise is right now because I felt like it's been on the rise. For the
No,
past
yeah,
couple
I mean,
years,
yeah,
right?
that's what I mean. Like, I think we're in it. I think we're in it.
right
Yeah, like the last like couple of years, there's been a ton of amazing stuff coming out of LA.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like where I'm headed. We're gonna move to Los Angeles next year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Big move.
Yeah, man,
Right.
it's terrifying. But
lot
we
of
really want to do
competition,
it.
right.
Well, yeah, a lot of competition, but like also like, why not? Like,
Right.
why not go
gotcha.
try?
I can give you one really good reason why not.
Why?
LA traffic.
Oh, I know. Well, you know what though? I've been there. It's like whatever. I'm from I'm like again Philadelphia. Like
Oh yeah. Okay.
it's,
Yeah.
it's 5 lanes, 6 lanes of hell, and you're just like, yeah, we're all trying to get there. We're all trying to
Yeah.
get to the same place. But yeah, so I would say that it's been happening, and I think like that's been a big part of like my motivation too. I mean, you see these other powerful women, and it's like, yeah, I can do that.
I feel like I would say like mid 2000s where it like I say around whenever like the Evanescence, the Paramore.
Yeah, because like
around that
Paramore
era.
and Evanescence and like No Doubt was still kind of
Yeah.
around, and then like
Mm.
Maria Brink
Mhm.
came into play with what are they in this moment?
Yeah.
She's Pretty Wild. Who else?
Yeah.
Crepes. But I don't know.
You feel like all female rock bands are the way to like go for rock music to kind of like rejuvenate
all
the genre.
female. You mean?
Yeah, all female.
Like
all
like
women.
chick
Just
on drums, chick on bass.
Yeah.
That's radical. I that's so cool. I don't have the time to like
to
try
find
and
that many.
You know,
that many talented women when there are so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
great like male musicians for me currently. But like
Right.
that's an LA thing.
Right.
Can you imagine if I went to like an open mic and holy crap, you know what I mean? Like there would
Yeah.
be no reason. Like I have nothing against it, but like I just feel like for some reason it's such a male dominated
Right.
industry, and like I'm currently just trying to like make shit happen as quick as possible, and so like I just can't be picky.
Well, I only say all.
I think it's badass though.
No. I only say all female or all women or whatever because like representation is such a big thing
Yeah.
where you can like gain a whole new audience of people that normally
Right.
wouldn't be there.
Right.
For example, like one example, I listened to a sports podcast and they're based in New York or whatever and talking about a dude named Jeremy Lin, the Asian basketball player.
Okay.
And it was for like a couple months there was a thing called Linsanity where he was making a lot of points, and New York is like one of the biggest markets for basketball.
Right.
So at all the games, right? Every time the New York Knicks played and every time Jeremy Lin was playing, all Asian people filling up the
Yeah.
stands completely or whatever. Because, Asian people, they're not really known for their basketball playing. It's mostly black people.
Right.
And then, second white
Right.
people and then maybe a Hispanic person or whatever, European people. But ever since just this
Swedish
one
guy
dude,
thrown in there.
Swedish guy thrown in there. But since this one Asian basketball player who's really good, he was scoring, it was only for a couple months, all the Asian people in New York,
Linsanity.
Linsanity
It
was
was
just coming
Linsanity.
out. So I was thinking, like, man, because rock music has just been all male dominated,
Yeah.
right? What if if we just had a lot of all women bands coming out and performing? Maybe that would get a whole new group of people to come out.
well,
Yeah.
I
women.
think you'd start seeing more of that. And this is gonna come kind of like, have you ever seen like a dorm with all girls in it? Like just like with the dynamics between all the girls in like a female dorm.
Yeah.
And usually those dynamics are very
Yeah.
Not great.
Go ahead.
Speak on it.
No, go
Oh,
ahead.
boy.
Tell me
Okay,
what
Scale.
you've observed.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
What have you?
like it
'Cause
seems
it's
like
hell.
yeah. the
Does
thing
it rhyme
is,
with massive aggressive?
Oh my god. Yeah. Holy Lord.
so like it's kind of interesting to see that because like so I'm sure there are some groups of girls that just make it work and
Right.
they're fine
Oh,
together.
yeah,
and,
for
like,
sure.
And
I would
this-
say that's
yeah.
happening here. We have like a really beautiful harmony.
Yeah.
I think like the ladies that have been like running this scene for years
Yeah.
are like have been so gracious and like open armed to me. Like it's been really freaking great. But that's
Yeah.
rare. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now.
Right.
That is
You know what?
rare shit.
One comment on that. My friend, she was, we were having a conversation and she was, we were talking about that very same subject or whatever. And she was saying that like women, they kind of suppress how they really feel. They're taught to be polite or whatever. It just like boils over and bubbles over that they never actually
And
get
then
to.
we snap and
Then you
it's
snap,
so
and then you arise all those
annoying.
problems. Because I'm like, why doesn't it happen with men? Because
Very
men
common
are known
problem.
to be more aggressive, more tend to be
Impulsive.
more impulsive, more
Mhm.
violent. But tons of men live together, and it's perfectly fine. We, even if we don't like each other, we can just tolerate each other's presence, and nothing really bad happens or whatever. But like since
Well, I
they
think it's
repress
because
their
like
feelings.
guys just immediately directly just
Yeah.
I have a problem with this thing that you do.
Correct.
Yeah.
And because and just because like you don't see that as much with women, that's how you get the whole like
Yeah.
Meanwhile, guys they like but the thing is like that also has like a negative factor to it, and it's that like you go ahead and point it out immediately. It's barriers up, shields
Yeah.
up. This is a threat to my masculinity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Just,
You know.
exactly. Right.
That stinks. Sorry.
And so that's kind of the I'm gonna say trade off of that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
seriously, I would love to see more like all female rock bands because I know
Yeah.
like
I only know about one.
I don't know any.
It's
to be honest.
tulips.
Tulips?
Oh, not even then.
what do you think
Screaming Orphans.
Screaming.
Oh,
I think they're an all-female Irish band.
cool.
So you were saying earlier that like you feel like you just really need to make good in different music for the genre of rock music to move it in like a positive direction.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah, I'm saying like you it's not necessarily that like we need like a new twist or different representation.
Yeah, no.
You just need good musicians to play together.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about like, I mean, it's all about good collaboration, staying humble, like between like you and your band, like love each other, make good music. Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know. I think we're moving it forward in like a really cool way. All the ladies, all the rock ladies that are in this town are so badass.
Yeah,
it's all really cool.
Yeah, though I feel like rock is still very much alive, even though it's not in the mainstream. It's not getting these top radio hits or whatever. But it's like rock is very much alive in these smaller white, like middle class cities where they, a lot of the time they are listening to rock music. They're not listening to rap. They're not listening to EDM. Even though
you'd be surprised. I mean, a lot of these little kids that I know like so much more hip hop than I do that I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so out of touch.
Well, I'm saying like with these smaller cities, there's still a big demographic of older people.
Oh, there. I know.
Yeah,
you're
like
exactly right.
30s and 40s or whatever. Yeah. And they're the ones who are probably going to go out to these bars.
Well, and I'll have to say, like, I don't even know, like, what my target audience is. I really don't. Like, I just try to, like, write music for, like, everyone. Like, I just, like, I just want everyone to like my music. So I don't know. It's, like, I don't really have anyone in mind when I'm writing it. Like, especially, like, I try to, like, keep the love songs that I write, even more like just along the lines of like baby and honey, and sometimes I say like boy or
boy,
but it's like I really try to keep it like super like general so that anyone can relate to it.
Right?
Do you know what I mean? Jelly bean.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. About 2 weeks ago, we had our friend Oliver on the podcast. He does poetry or whatever, and every time he writes poetry, he actually has a specific person in mind.
Interesting.
That he writes about. But he makes it general. He doesn't say, like, so-and-so's name in the poem. So you're like, all right, this is clearly meant for this person, like, so I can't relate to it. But, like, he actually has a particular person in mind.
Cool.
And he makes it, like, third person or, like, neutral or whatever that you can, like, do you do a similar process with your songwriting? Because you said you want to make it, like,
yeah, I
mean,
enjoy it. For sure. Like, I'll definitely, like, have, like, either a person or a memory or, I don't know. Yeah. For sure, like something that'll be my focal point, and then I'll try and generalize it to where everyone can relate to it. I don't know.
I feel like
Daughter of the Devil though, like that's just like a fun tune.
Oh, I love that.
That's just a song about a dream I had, like for realsies.
Oh, ooh, I didn't know about that. So because I had a question about that, but we'll get that to that later on.
Okay.
But okay, what I meant to ask, so. I've personally been seeing this a lot, especially amongst like rockman, whatever. The love for Lady Gaga.
Oh my God, it's really unhealthy.
And she's sort of this like modern day like pop like rock icon, even though she doesn't really make rock music per se.
You'd be surprised.
But it has the same feeling of like a rock artist. So what is with the what is the appeal of Lady Gaga, and why does she have such a cult like following?
So Just Dance, that was like her big hit, right? And so like you go from Just Dance to like now, like her what is like Ayo is a great tune, but it's like kind of a pop country tune, and it's like pretty random, and like that's what that whole Joanne has a lot of like pop country, pop rock tunes on it. I don't know. The appeal of her, I think, at first was like, oh, all her crazy outfits. Like, oh my gosh, the meat dress. Oh my gosh.
Like a rock artist, right?
Oh my god.
Just these flashy.
Right, just flashy as hell. So she was just like super, super pop princess kind of deal. Like, and then she went through her like, but I'm also like a weird artist born this way. And like really blossomed like her big like LGBTQ following, which is like another reason why I freaking love her so much. And then her Born This Way Foundation, which is like a safe space, for people who don't know where to go. And like, I don't know. I love the events that she holds. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with those, but like, it's just like, it's cool. She's super cool. And then she came out with Art Pop, and like a lot of people hate that record, and I love it. It's really bizarre though. It's like super weird.
Yeah.
It's really super
I love
weird.
the song Applause off the album.
Yeah, I
Do it
mean,
for the applause,
yeah. And there's like
Applause,
Venus is on there, Guy is on there. Do Which One With My Body? That I don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
I love that tune, but like,
Mhm.
she made a video with R. Kelly that was like apparently like really
Ooh,
like
bad timing.
yeah. No, and like they like nixed it and like swept it under the
Oh,
rug.
okay,
so
okay.
like we
Phew.
won't even go there. But yeah,
Right,
never released. Apparently, it was like in really poor taste. So like our pop flopped, but I dug it. I thought it was really weird.
Did it flop? I wasn't sure.
You know, I don't think it did like super well. Like I don't think it like broke records or anything. I mean, Applause probably did.
Had an interesting art cover with the fucking orb.
Yeah,
cover.
yeah. Jeffrey Coons
Yeah.
did that, and like that's
Mm.
why I mean. And again, it was like, it was just. And it was like she worked with Abramovich for that too. Like
Right.
went in the woods and like.
What do you feel like? Why do you feel like Katy Perry doesn't have the same type of love? Even though they came out kind of the same time and they had kind of the same type of music, but like Lady Gaga, like
Do you
I
think
don't.
she surpasses Katy? Do you?
Lady Gaga.
Do you? Because I see. I can't give you an honest opinion on that because I am one of Lady Gaga's obsessed cult.
Okay,
following
as an
fans.
outside, like I'm not totally obsessed with Lady Gaga or Katy Perry, but I do listen. I have listened to both of them. I do like a lot of their songs or whatever.
Yeah, I like Katy Perry.
I would say that the same type of cult love isn't the same with Katy Perry as it is Lady Gaga.
I would say that it's because Katy Perry is not as like complex. Katy Perry's like a sweet chick, and her songs are sweet, and like
Gooey.
yeah, and like they're really fun, and she's kind of a dork. Like you know how like her video for like Last Friday Night is like so
Yeah.
goofy, where she's in like the headgear.
Oh, I
Like
forgot
I
about
love
that
that
song.
video. I love.
Last Friday
And-
night.
and she even brought in-
Yeah, skinny. Yeah.
What's really funny about that is that I remember that there's a band called Woe Is Me
Mm.
that did a metalcore parody.
Nice.
And,
No.
Love it. I love it. See, I love stuff like that.
or not really a parody, just a cover, but it was like, I was using that actually for like a reference track for something else that I was
Oh,
working on. But
nice.
like, but I remember the fact that you brought it up, I'm just like, oh yeah.
That's awesome.
So, but
What-
the other thing too is that like Rebecca Black was put on that thing. You know,
Oh yeah,
was
she
in that music
was.
video.
She was. Yeah. And that was really funny and kitschy and great.
like post Friday
Yep.
Right. Comeback, you know?
What do you think? Do you think Lady Gaga is more like influential or Katy
Ooh.
Perry?
Okay.
I'm not sure if you like I do listen to their music.
I don't necessarily. I'm only aware of like general like I know Katy Perry's popular. I know Lady Gaga was more popular, but because of some I think some controversial like label issues.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's happens to all
Yeah.
artists. Like
Yep. She had label issues, and
Right.
like then like Joanne was with like all brand new people. Mark Ronson produced that record. She wrote with like Joshua Homme from Queens of the Stone Age on that record and stuff.
shit.
Like yeah, dude.
Damn, you
yeah.
are hardcore
Yeah,
Lady
dude.
Gaga. You know
And I'm
all the
I'm a
facts.
hardcore Queens of the Stone Age fan too.
Queen of the Stone Age,
So
okay.
yeah, we can
Gotcha.
talk about that if you want. But
Can we also give a shout out to Connor for also being a Queens of the Stone Age fan?
hi
Shout out
Connor
to Connor. Hi.
and Pearson.
Hi Connor.
Pearson Wicker.
But yeah, no, he recommended me a couple albums to listen to, and I forget which album I listened to in particular. I think it was the same album that had No One Knows, I think.
What album is that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that rated R?
I think the context had like the radio broadcast.
Yeah, I think it's rated R.
Yeah.
That's
I
gonna
think so.
bother me.
Well, we have the power.
Google
of
it, please Google it.
Google.
No One Knows is on what
it.
record? Google. If it's not rated R.
So essentially, Lady Gaga diehard. What is your favorite Lady Gaga song? What is your personal favorite?
Songs for the deaf.
Songs for the deaf. Yeah, I should have known that. I could picture the. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'm embarrassed.
Mm.
I should probably leave.
Is that a tuning fork? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a spatula.
It's like a pitchfork.
It's pitchfork. I'm sorry.
Pitchfork that looks like,
Like
that
a-
has like the little.
It's a little phallic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What did you ask me? What's my favorite Lady Gaga song?
Or better, I guess album would be more
I would say
easier.
I think Joanne. I know that that's her most recent
Mhm.
one, so it's like
Mhm.
it's kind of a weird answer because
Give me
but
a million reasons.
yeah, I mean like they're I honestly only love like 7 of the tracks on that record. The other ones I kind of think are kind of
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, who the hell am I? I'm not anybody, but
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I would say Joanna's my favorite just because I think like she grew so much and like
Right.
I just love it.
Right.
I will amend your statement. Who am I? You are motherfucking Kate Scales.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Gotta uplift our guests.
Thank you.
Then we shut on them afterwards.
Favorite song might be like Edge of Glory. Dance.
Yeah.
Dance in the Dark is also a really good one. It's kind of a weird one.
Mm.
I don't know. Bad Romance is good. God damn it, they're all so good. Damn, shit. Notice how none of those are off of Joanne though.
Yeah, they're
So-
from previous albums, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good shit.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just love her. Lady Gaga's just, she's cool. She does what she wants. She's
I like Lady Gaga a lot.
She's super talented.
I
Her
think
voice.
the whole
God,
like,
her voice.
maybe not her in like her music per se is the biggest. I think like everything, like all the fashion, the attitude, the music,
Yeah.
you know, her message or whatever. I think everything combined is what makes that
Now,
big.
She's
I
pop
have a
icon.
quick question.
Mhm.
Do you think there's an artist coming out now that's like kind of rising?
Like to be like her level, like that Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, Beyonce, Lady
Yeah.
Gaga level. It's a great question.
And do you
Who is
yourself also fit in those shoes?
Oh my God, can you imagine? I mean, yeah, dude, that's the goal. But like,
Yeah.
In case you
it's-
do
it's
blow up,
everyone's
hey
goal.
man, remember where you came from,
Shit,
Kate
I
Scales.
will, man.
I'll point to the camera. Hey man.
I know I came from here, John's fucking closet.
John's closet.
No, it's like
Make sure, hey yo, closet warriors, man. Hey, make sure she never forgets, man. When she's popping on stage or whatever, she's like going ham.
Top 10 on Spotify.
Top 10 on
Mhm.
Spotify, just make sure you put the closet warriors. Just put remember where you came from.
I feel like so are you familiar with Greta Van Fleet? They're all like barely 20. And
No.
so I feel like they have the potential of getting into that like huge, but they're just a rock band, so it's not like a person.
Yeah.
Who is that little kid? His name is Jacob Sartorius.
Mhm.
Who is he?
Jacob Sartorius.
He apparently is someone in the pop scene who's blowing up.
I'm
And
not
so I
sure.
feel like he could be like a Biebs type sitch happening.
Another Bieber type of.
Yeah, look up Jacob Sartorius.
You know what? Sidebar. I feel like in reflection of Justin
Oh,
Bieber, or whatever.
man.
I feel like he got too much flack in the beginning.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
God love him. Leave him
Yeah.
alone. Look at his
'Cause,
tattoos.
like-
He's cool.
No, I'm saying like his songs in the beginning. He was like, "Baby, baby, baby."
Oh,
And
man.
people were like, "Oh my God, this is so bad. It's so trash." I'm like,
I
dude,
feel
he was
s-
like 16.
I feel creepy for even Googling this kid.
How old
Jake.
is he? How old is he?
He's 15.
Ew, I know.
Oh,
Isn't it gross? I told you though.
gosh.
See, I told you. They're like prepping him
Yeah.
for like
Jesus.
stardom.
Mm.
Stardom. He's dating Millie Bobby Brown, and Millie Bobby Brown is 11 from Stranger Things. And the only reason I know that is
Yikes.
because I love Stranger Things.
Wait, he's 15 and she's 11.
and I think they're both like 15 years
Oh,
old.
I was like, I thought you said that. I was like, yo.
no. I know 11. Her character's name is 11.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. Let
The
me
only
point
reason
out.
I know who he is
Mm.
because I have like high school. The girls that were the junior bridesmaids at my wedding keep me updated on things,
Mm-hmm.
and they tell me who to follow on the Instagrams. So.
Oh man, no! Like let me tell you.
Give us the
like-
lowdown on Jacob Sartorius.
Let's see.
What's
He
happening?
has a discography,
Mm.
and
He already has it seems like he already has 2 albums already. What the fuck?
one of them's an EP.
Wow.
Okay.
It's called The Last Text EP,
God.
Stop.
which sounds so
Exactly like it sounds. It sounds exactly like it sounds.
Oh my god!
I'm
And
offended.
Oh, hold on. And the next one's called
Triggered,
Left
yeah.
Me Hanging.
Stop it.
It feels like those titles were made by a 15-year-old.
Stop.
Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him. He is 15. It's like, what are you, 15?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Exactly. I am 15.
Right.
So
It's like
can't
when you
even
got in an
hate.
argument with someone in the YouTube comments, like, "What
Yeah.
are you, 12?"
Yeah,
Like,
bitch.
No, I'm 11.
Like, okay, this conversation's over.
I'm see, I'm more mature than you think
parents
I am.
home? Do you like cookies?
What a mess.
Chris
So yeah, I
Hansen
don't know.
comes
Maybe
in.
that kid. I don't know. Otherwise,
Jacob
I'm trying to think like
Sartorius.
who else is like huge. I mean, I don't know. God,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm super self-centered right now. I'm really focused on my own jam.
Wow.
Isn't that terrible?
No, I feel that
I
entirely.
mean, I go out. I mean, I'm out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also super self-centered during the day. Like when I'm not out
Mhm.
seeing other people,
Right.
I am like focusing on my own music.
I
That's what
feel
you're
that
gonna do.
entirely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that entirely,
I
John.
need
This
to, no, I need to work on that
though.
though. I need to continue
Call
listening to
when
new
he's working
shit.
on stuff.
Oh yeah, no, like because well the thing is like actually there's a technical reason. Like when I have my phone on me, right? It interferes with the speakers.
Ah,
Oh.
I left mine out there.
So I leave it like usually up on the rack here.
Yeah.
And because I'll either have the speakers going or the headphones in, I won't hear my phone.
Ah, yes.
And so, so I just won't answer for that like that. So
This motherfucker right here.
but yeah.
But yeah, you want to get into some fun questions?
Some fun questions.
Let's do a fun question. We
All
got
right.
fun questions.
Boop, boop, boop. I like fun questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see.
When I mean fun questions, and we mean
Like rapid fire. Are we gonna do like lightning round? Let's do lightning round.
Oh, lightning round?
Yeah.
Okay. What would be your DJ alias? I know you ran your dad's DJ sort
Yeah.
of setup
Mhm.
gig and everything.
Yeah.
So, what would be what would be your DJ alias?
DJ Cages.
DJ Cages.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Suppose. Let's see. Suppose that you. Okay. What's your spirit Pokemon?
What's the little fire one that's a dragon? Is it Charmander?
yeah,
Yes.
Charmander.
Ooh.
And he's just so cute.
Mhm.
Okay.
And he's on fire. So.
Charmander.
Let's see. If you were to have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be? Dead or alive?
Oh, dead or alive?
I mean,
Not the
know,
video
not,
game, but
not while.
Dead or alive?
God damn it.
Yeah,
So-
that's right.
All right, so Bon Jovi, got it. No.
I would say, crepes. This is a hard question. I'm gonna go alive. Okay, I'm gonna narrow it down to alive. A live person. I want to talk to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
He's
Shout out to Leo.
so cool.
such a good actor.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm gonna pick an actor, not a musician.
All right. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
Let's see. Do I have another one that I could? That's just like.
Like a rapid fire.
This one.
I'm
This
sorry,
one.
you can ask me real questions. I was just being silly.
This one takes a while, but
Okay.
if you had 3 items that you could buy from a Walmart to freak out the cashier, what would it be?
Ooh, okay.
It was just like a super Walmart. It's got like everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would buy. Let's see. I would buy like a curling iron
Okay.
and zip ties
Zip ties. I'm already kind
And
of freaked out.
and like a bunch of like handkerchiefs, like bandanas.
Ooh.
I don't know.
So the zip ties.
Yeah,
i-
zip ties
Hmm.
and bandanas and curling irons. I don't know. Like it's pretty.
I feel like that's like a budget torture dungeon just waiting to
That's
happen.
what I'm saying.
Budget
That's,
BDSM.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Like-
saying.
Yo, that's so
Like-
funny. Like,
Should I? Okay, I'll change the
It's like-
curling iron to like
Do like
trimming shears.
trimming shears. Oh God.
How about that? Is that better? I just think a curling iron would
you know
suck.
if your husband's your husband's name what's his name again? Tyler.
Tyler, yeah.
Tyler, if you're listening right now, I'm scared for you. If you need help, please reach
Blink
out to
twice.
the appropriate sources.
Yeah.
911.
Yeah. Reach out, man. You know, it's
If
not
you're in the
embarrassing.
UK, dial 999. If you're anywhere else,
DM them.
watch out for Kate Scales, man. She, you know.
You asked the question. Don't judge me.
it's okay.
What if I just
Uh,
wanted to do somebody's hair while they were blindfolded and they couldn't fight me with their hands, so I tied their hands
Yeah.
down? I'm like, I'm gonna curl your hair, John.
Yeah, that'd be so funny if you know, just the girl's like, yo, man, I want to get a little frisky, do some BDSM. Be like, you tired up
Great.
or whatever, but you just do normal stuff.
Yeah.
Like to her, like you don't
Yeah.
do anything.
Just like paint her
curl hair. Yeah,
nails.
paint her nails. Yeah.
Curl her hair. You're like, all right, yeah.
Like rub her
You
belly.
look
or whatever.
gorgeous.
Damn, girl.
Work it, girl. Here, put this
Mm.
headband on.
Yeah.
You know what? Rule 34 is a thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what Rule 34
No.
is? No matter what you can think of, there is porn for it.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
exceptions.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Terrifying.
And Rule 35 is if there isn't, you make it.
Soft BDSM. Yeah.
It's, hashtag old school
Where it's just-
4chan references.
Oh, it's hilarious. I love it. It's called normaling.
Normaling.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All right. Now, question.
Yeah.
Just and there's a follow up to this.
Okay.
Do you plan on having children?
Ooh. Do you want me to answer it? Okay, go. Follow up.
Well, my follow up is if yes, if you were given the option to design your own baby, like
Designer baby.
like you could tell them he grows up to be 6'6". You know,
Hair color, eye color, skin color.
he has great genetics for like building
XYZ.
muscle. You know, like things like that.
Full on designer baby.
You
Designer
know,
baby. Okay. Yeah.
Or you know, she has this impeccable non-makeup natural beauty that just like whatever,
Yeah.
right? How would you design your baby?
Okay, so I would say first question, I don't plan on having children,
Okay.
and I would love to adopt children one day.
Okay.
What kind of baby would you adopt?
I have no any baby.
Just any baby.
Any baby that needs a home, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna
I'm adopting a white baby.
Are you adopting a white baby?
Yeah,
So you can
want
be
a white
like
baby. There's a
do you have a question? That yes, no, I did not steal this child.
No.
This is my child.
Adopt a little white baby or whatever.
I feel like that's low key like getting back at like A-list celebrities that adopt African children.
It totally.
Like it's a little bit of backlash.
No, I love it.
I'm sorry. Did I say backlash? I meant a blacklash.
Nice. No, I think
African American lash.
there's actually this
Golly.
there is this adorable freaking family that comes into where I work on the weekends,
yeah.
and they have they're a white couple, and they have 2 black kids that they adopted, and they're literally the cutest family. And she's actually pregnant now, like with a baby, so they're gonna have like this adorable family, but they're literally the cutest freaking.
No, I say white baby. This is a comedian called Patrice O'Neal, whatever.
Yeah, I know
Right.
Patrice.
Yeah. Oh wow, I
But he
love Patrice O'Neal.
Passed away.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite.
He is freaking hilarious.
Right, and he had this joke where like if he was ever like stranded out at sea or whatever, he's gonna like bring a little white baby like on a chain. It's like, oh, you gonna find me?
Oh my
You gonna
god.
find me out here? So that's why I want a white baby, not because I
Baby on a
want to get
chain.
back for insurance purposes, self-insurance.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
Well,
white
he
baby.
must be a wonderful man. Look at that little white baby he
Yeah,
has.
yeah. Ooh, ooh. It's like
He's a saint.
white baby and black male go missing. Fuck.
Yeah.
I find that white
God
baby.
love you. It's horrible.
But black male go missing. You're like, it's
Yeah, you know what?
Don't
Don't even get me started on
the
this.
police officer, he would
I'm
just
gonna
look
cry.
outside.
I'm
was
gonna
like,
fucking cry.
I was like, I don't see the black male.
It makes me really sad. Stop.
It's the truth.
It is the truth. I
Yeah.
know it's the truth. Seriously, we can't talk about this right now.
Yeah.
We can't. We will someday, but not on.
Nigga, I've been talking about
I'm
this.
gonna cry.
People have been talking about it, but we don't have to talk about it on John Scott.
No,
we
I-
can talk about music.
I only just woke up.
Oh, you woke.
Like I would say, like
like were you in
only really like
hibernation?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Really, truly. No, it wasn't that I was in hibernation. I just didn't
I
realize
mean,
what I was.
say that because you're kind
some
of
of the
scaly.
thing.
You know, reptiles go into hibernation
I'm like
in the cold.
shaking them
It's
off.
like,
No, I just I would say that I was like I had some pretty bad habits that I didn't necessarily know were wrong because of where I was living and the people I was hanging out with.
Yeah.
Until finally, like my friends.
Were you calling your friend? Were you calling a black dude, a black dude named Jim? You call him? You would call him Negro Jim?
Oh my God, never.
You know Huckleberry Finn?
Of course I do.
Yeah, call him.
I was forced to read that just like everybody else.
Call him Nigga Jim.
I would never. No, but I think like it was my friends Drew and JB, who are 2 wonderful men who I met in college, and they are men of color.
Yeah.
And we talked about white privilege one night.
Yeah.
Over drinks, and like it was like 2 a.m. and like I was just like blown away. Like he said to me,
Yeah.
Kate, real quick, what color are Band-Aids?
Yeah.
And I was like,
God.
I was like, oh,
Tell
like
me this.
literally, like my whole head exploded, and I was like, oh my God.
Did he say that? Did he use that stupid ass example of what color are Band-Aids?
I mean, that was like pretty much how we started the conversation.
Oh, okay. That's how you started. Okay.
He was like,
I was
like, I don't know, JB, like I kind of like
Yeah.
don't really understand white privilege. Like it's kind of offensive. And he was
Yeah.
like, okay, here, and like hit me with that, and was like, just let that marinate. And I was like, no, I don't have to. Oh my God, like, Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
And like,
your third eye open and then you realize.
yeah.
So
now I'm still waking up every day.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
really am.
that's
Like I still have
Yeah.
so much to like learn and
Yeah,
like process and
yeah,
like grow.
Mm.
But
yeah.
like I'm very proud of where I've come from.
Mm-hmm.
Like from where I was.
That's good. Like I and not to go off on a tangent for too long, but
No. Yeah. Sorry.
no, because I like this because we have discussed like more than just music stuff.
Yeah.
I think we talked about like a whole multitude of stuff. But
Yeah.
I remember
Oh, yeah.
a couple episodes ago, I say the best way to learn about different races or whatever and different people's background or whatever is just to be friends with them. Just to be.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Imagine that.
Yeah, the best way for you to look from a different perspective,
Yeah.
to gain some new knowledge is literally to be friends with them. I think the best example of me personally, right? I won't say my friend's name, right? I think I don't know if I mentioned this before on the podcast. I might have.
I think I remember the story just personally, but
I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast, but just since it relates to the topic, real quick. Back when I met my friend, right? His mom had some prejudice, races, feelings towards people of color and different races. or
Not like
whatever.
just one color, like all color.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's pretty prejudiced. She was like, it's like no, like she wasn't
Is she white?
for yeah,
Okay.
she was white, all right. She wasn't for interracial dating. She says like
Gotcha.
blacks and whites shouldn't mix. Yeah, the XYZ, and it implemented it into my friend's mind
Okay.
for a long time,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So, and mind you,
'Cause
he
what
grew
else
up in a
would you
small
think?
town. It was mostly white people. There's probably only like one black person in his like high school type of deal.
Yeah.
So like he has all these ideas or whatever. So he goes to college, meets me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he had all the stereotypical ideas of what black people were, right?
Oh,
They
God.
thought they sold drugs,
Oh,
thought
my
they had
God.
guns,
Oh my God.
thought they were in a gang.
all
all
the
the
shit, the
stereotypical.
stupid shit. Yeah.
And then he meets me. It's like, wow, Cindy doesn't have a gun. He's nice to me. He's cool. He's really smart. Like he's into music, like I'm into music or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, he's a person.
Right? He's a person, and like, and slowly me being friends with him, me being cool with him, and me treating him, mind you, like my friend, like he had a whole bunch of things that you could like shit on him that you would normally do for
Yeah.
a normal person, right? Make fun of him or whatever. But I didn't see that. I was just being genuine friends with him, and then over the years or whatever, he like clearly like let go of all those prejudices and stuff like that. Didn't realize all the negative things that his mom was implementing in his
Right.
mind.
It's a bummer when you come to that
Right.
realization that your parents have been teaching you like really bad things. Like I
Yeah.
luckily like I
Yeah.
had really cool parents, so like I'm not saying
Yeah.
that was my necessary. Like that wasn't
Mhm.
my personal, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. I'm glad. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's funny. He told me this story like a couple years later because I didn't know. I didn't know until like maybe 3 or 4 years later after us being friends or whatever. I was like, and he was staying over at my place, and like we were walking to get some food or whatever, and he like told me this, like he was just trying to be honest, and like he like was really trying to be genuine. I looked at him and was like, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. It's like, well, damn, all right, well, shit. We've already been friends for a while. I'm like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Sydney, you're just like that guy that converted like 200 KKK members.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell that part. But no, I think it's really cool that that your friends brought up the the idea of white privilege and like discussing it until you have an
Yeah.
open dialogue. Because like it's the same thing where I think every guy should have platonic girlfriends. Whatever. Like.
Oh
ju-
yeah. Oh my God.
Just to even realize.
Oh, don't even
about
get me started.
How much dudes harass women. It's not until you actually be friends with.
Mhm.
That's why it's so important to be friends with multitudes of different people, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I
just
know.
you could just know the difference perspective. Just much like a guy being a friend with a woman. Like
Mhm.
you wouldn't think how much girls get harassed. You know it happens, but no, dog.
Mm.
It's a lot, and especially you really don't know it until it happens to you, right? Like when you get harassed, say like as a male by a gay dude, right? You're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is what girls go through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On the
I've
rig.
experienced that firsthand.
Yeah.
And that's just
It's unfortunate.
like
yeah, Tyler has too. My husband. Yeah.
like it's uncomfortable. Now the thing is, like, I also didn't feel like the thing is, I'm also a big dude. Yeah. Like if
Imagine
shit
being a
hit,
small woman.
if shit hits the fan, the worst case scenario is that I have to fight somebody. I doubt that this really drunk dude that's coming on to me is gonna be like, gonna pull out a pocket knife out of nowhere and like
Right,
stab me.
like shank you.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That being said, like then you imagine what girls go through, and it's
Right.
like, 300-pound John here versus.
Oh my God, versus me?
Like
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking nightmare for me.
so
I'll scratch your ass up and I'll punch you in the eyes and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I'll do whatever it takes. but-
Shit.
so but yeah.
Luckily,
like,
I've never really I haven't ever really been in a situation where I think is like worth telling a story.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I mean, many women go through it. There are a lot of women who have gone through some serious fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
really lucky.
me-
I'm really
Me
lucky.
and John have had these like
Oh,
tough
yeah.
discussions. Just
Yeah.
literally me and John and our friend like just
Yeah.
really telling her story about
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
very serious like sexual assault, rape,
Yeah.
all those things or whatever. But
Yeah.
like I said before, I think it's super, super important for you to be friends with multitudes of people.
It
not
is.
not just like, oh, this is the nigga who I work with. Oh, this is the dude who's
Right.
like in the same class as me. Like, no, literally be friends with him and have
That's
these
how I
type of
am.
conversations.
I feel like
whatever.
sometimes I come off a little strong maybe, but like I really
Yeah.
do truly care about people and like I want to know who you are and like be your friend and like let's all
Yeah.
let's all win together.
Yeah. Also, important thing is teach your friends.
No,
Don't
I'm
be
gonna,
afraid to teach
well,
your friends.
first
about
off,
some
let me
shit.
just say
Exactly.
that I'm gonna be the only one that wins. I don't win together with people.
Okay.
I crush my opponents.
Excellent.
I'll
see you at the top, bitch.
See you at-
I'll be stepping on your shoulders to get there.
that'd be I would take that seriously if I knew that you were actually gonna compete with me. But no, I'm definitely better.
I feel like you and I are on different game plans anyways.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What else are we going to talk about?
Oh yeah. Well, we're just going on. I have more questions.
Ask me
yeah.
questions. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
'Cause I'm getting
we
hungry.
had-
I haven't eaten since like 3.
Oh, okay.
I'm
okay.
dying. I have to
Alright.
go eat some burgers or something.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. So we had fellow woke person Cal Ann earlier on.
So
in
woke.
episode-
Love her so freaking much.
episode
I was just
7.
with her like a couple hours ago actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So tell me, so why did you start collaborating with her, and like, tell me how your relationship started?
Well, she works at low power mode. Close it.
there we go.
She works the open mics at number 3, so that was the first open mic night I went to.
Yeah,
Um,
that's near Nice Guys Pizza.
yeah, it's like right across the street,
Right.
pretty much, right on the Cape Coral Parkway.
Mm-hmm.
And like she was one of the first people I met there. Super wonderful, warm and kind, and so that was just a kind of like a nice home space for me to go back to. Excuse me. So I went there a bunch. Started playing originals. It was mostly covers that I was just doing there, just to get
Right.
myself like comfortable in front of people playing and stuff, playing and singing. Started doing originals, and then from there, I mean, once my EP was released, I started gaining traction, and like we got to play that show together at the Buddha,
Right.
and so now we're playing that show at Howl,
Cool.
and we're working on a little project right now, but it's not my news to tell. It's not my news to tell, but we're working on a little project, and it'll be the end of the month. It'll be out in the social media
Nice.
airwaves.
Very cool.
Speaking
Yeah.
of albums,
She's wonderful though. I love her.
yeah. Speaking of albums and songs, so you had your debut album ready
Ready for me?
for me.
Woo!
Are you ready for me?
Ready for me?
All right. So how long did it take you to finish the album, and what would you say is the most challenging process of making an album?
I started writing it in like June, July of 2017. We're in 2018 right now.
Right,
Right now.
yeah.
Okay. 2017. And then we recorded it in January of 2018. So it took me like 6-7 months
Oh,
to
wow,
like
that's pretty-
to write those 6 tracks.
Yeah.
And then so then like mixing, mastering, all that, and then it was ready for it was ready in April. So yeah, I mean it's I would say that like most fun process is being in the studio. We recorded it like live with the
Right.
band.
Mhm.
We all just like played it live through.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Most challenging is the songwriting for me.
Songwriting.
I'm still
really.
so new.
Mhm.
And so like, you know, when I'm singing, my melodies will come and like then I really have to get a guitar. Like
Mhm.
guitar chords down
Right.
because it's so hard just singing into the wind like with nothing
Mhm.
accompanying your. So like that'll
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like take the wind out of my sails a little bit.
Mhm.
To go like figure out what I'm singing so that like what so I don't have a great like knowledge of chords yet.
Right.
I don't necessarily know what chord I'm playing. Like,
Right.
do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I would say that that's the most challenging part for me. I'm just chipping away at it every day, getting better and better. It's getting
Okay.
easier and easier,
Right.
but like I would say, like for my EP, that was so hard for me.
Just figuring out like, okay, I have this melody or whatever. Like, what are the exact chords or whatever?
Yep.
What key am I even singing
Yeah.
in?
So like I would go to
Right.
Caleb Neff at Juniper Recording. Like he produced the record for me. So
Mm.
like I would go to him with like the root notes, like here, like I'd have like 2 chords.
Yeah, yeah,
Dee,
yeah,
dee,
yeah.
lee, 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 lee.
And then
And
he
like
would go
here's
ahead
this
and
melody,
try
here's
to-
this crazy melody I
Right.
have, and like
Yeah.
okay, and then here are these 2 chords for like the chorus, and like this for the bridge, and like what do you think? And like he would be able to like go in there and be like, okay, cool, yes, I hear what you're doing. Like let's like sprinkle all these like cool chords, and like he
See-
spiced it up and like just made it like an actual like.
My
made it-
workflow, typically when I'm songwriting, is the complete opposite.
Mm.
You know, where I'm thinking chords, accompaniment, you know, what's going on rhythmically, and then the afterthought is the melody.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
so crazy.
So.
Oh man, that's
yeah.
it's crazy. For me, it's all about the melody and the lyrics, and then everything else will come together after that.
Mm.
That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do it.
So you get a music video. Saw it coming.
Saw it coming.
So what do you it's got 1,000 views on it. It's pretty nice.
It does.
Yeah,
Thank
how
you
do-
so much.
Why do you think that particular music video popped off for you?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
man.
no idea.
Impressive.
I really, really wish that I could tell you, like, because, you know, the music video is excellent. I think.
It's
I
a
think-
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I think
right.
it's Three Roses Media. His name is
Mm.
Richard Westron. I think he did an excellent job.
Mhm.
You know, I think it chose a good outfit. I think I look cool.
Yeah,
I
you do look
think
cool.
I'm entertaining. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean?
You're
Like
winking and
yeah, exactly. Like oh, look,
got
she's cute.
charisma.
She's smiling. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's entertaining. Like cool microphone. Like I don't know. I just really think like that with my I have a fan base up in Pennsylvania, which is where I'm from.
Right.
I think that, and I think just like with the great reception that
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had from the local scene.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah,
like
it's dope. It's nice.
everyone really wants to see me do well. Like
Mhm.
as I want to see everyone else do well too. Like we all are just like really, and I think that's it. Like I didn't, you know, I didn't like pay for views. Like I could not believe it. Like as it kept crawling
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
Who's watching it?
Who's
It's like,
watching it?
nigga, it's like,
Is
nigga,
it
who's
my
watching
is it like my parents just like every day just
Yeah.
like keeping it on a loop?
Honey!
Yeah, like it's just
They
hilarious.
watched
to
it
me.
again.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
Blew me away.
I've only made 2 videos that I think you could consider like
Mhm.
you know I will say moderately popular.
Mhm.
One was an instrumental cover, or not cover. It was like I programmed some MIDI piano to get a specific version of a song.
Okay.
It was "Someone to Watch Over Me" by Asher Brook, whatever his name is.
Okay.
And it's a super niche cover. Like there was only
Yeah.
100,000 views on the video of the cover itself.
Okay. Okay.
Right. And I took that version and I just made an instrumental version so that other people could sing to it.
Right.
Cool.
So it fit that very specific purpose.
Yeah.
And it ended up getting like 30,000 views.
That's
I was like,
amazing.
what?
30,000?
Yeah, 30,000.
That
Wait, you
is
popping?
So cool.
What the hell, John?
That's
No,
so
but
cool.
like it was that very specific
That
niche of
specific-
like
yeah.
Right.
like it
Dude,
served the
right.
function, someone did it, and that's it.
Dude, we've been talking about this. The My Little Pony theory. the bronies.
No.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
do
You
know
know,
what
you
you're
know what I'm
talking
talking about?
I think also afterthought. Also, I released that music video before I released my EP. I think that had a lot to do with it too. So people really wanted to hear what I was working
Gotcha.
on.
Yeah.
So I feel like people
That's super
probably
dope.
listened to it more than once.
Yeah.
I think I got like a lot of repeats. So that's cool.
Actually, no, because the way YouTube operates, I think it goes by IP address.
Oh,
So
well.
because you have
Wow.
IP address, like one view only counts if you go on a different machine. So like if someone watched it on their phone and then their laptop, that would count as 2 views. But
Cool.
if someone went on just their laptop,
And like rewatched it.
yeah, that would just be 1.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So you know,
Hell
probably
yeah.
have more viewers than you
Wow.
think.
That's
1,000
really
views.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks
it's dope.
everybody.
Yeah.
Thank
Shout-
you, internet.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And my friends and
Thank you,
fans and
internet.
family.
Thank you,
Hey,
base
internet.
internet.
Make sure you watch John's Closet as well.
Yeah.
Closet warriors, motherfuckers. So, probably my favorite song from your album is "Daughter of the Devil." And you mentioned it earlier with the legendary Jeremy Roberts from the Kimberly.
Heck yes.
Yes, yeah.
Freaking love
It's
Jeremy.
such a great
Thank you.
song. You guys
Thank you.
got great chemistry and the guitar solo.
Thank
I
you.
assume it was by Jeremy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely tell. As
Oh,
soon as it like the guitar solo, I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely.
He
Jeremy.
came in and I was like, listen man, I have no expectations.
Killed it.
I've heard you.
It's good.
I've heard you play. Like, please have fun. I have no expectations. Run with it. And he did probably like 6 or 7 takes, and we got gold almost every freaking time. Seriously,
Damn.
like he's just incredible.
Yeah. Jeremy, he's good.
So yeah, and that was it. But yeah, Daughter of the Devil is a great tune, and yeah, we're doing a music video for it in October.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
So what's so you said you had a dream?
Yeah,
That's
so this
associated
was
with
a
the song?
legit dream that I had. So I literally woke up like in a sweat after I had this dream that I sold my soul to the devil. And like I think it was because like it was a hot night, like you know what I mean? Like there
Night
were
sweats.
so like there was like I don't know, there were probably other factors.
Saturn
there
was,
was
like,
probably
knocked off
like
a little bit.
Saturn was in retrograde
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
moon was full
Mm.
and maybe I don't know. So I don't know. It was a weird night. Woke up, had this like super vivid dream where like I literally like sold my soul to the devil, and it was like sketchy and like weird,
Damn.
but like that was it. Like it didn't like then fly into the future and I was like a Grammy winning artist or anything like that. Like I didn't see the
Oh,
future
that's
or
a-
anything.
damn.
It was literally just this
Sucky
dream
deal.
where I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. You know, and like and so then I like, you know,
Was he talking to you? Or was he like Kate Scales?
the dream was literally like I woke up in bed in the dream, which was weird.
Right.
So like I woke up in the dream
right.
and he was like outside of the house that I was in. It wasn't my house. You know how dreams go.
Yeah.
He was outside the house and he was like looking in and he was like big. And I just knew it was the devil, and he was like
yeah, he was kind of
he
thick.
was like, come out here. and I like did, because I was like terrified, and like I just don't think I like in the dream, like, and it was pretty much like one of those things where like
a Grammy?
yeah,
You know, like that?
yeah. And like after that, I don't know, it's kind of just like, I don't know, you know how dreams are. It's all very blurry.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But
If the devil's listening right now, me and John are fully ready to sell ourselves.
yeah, do it. I highly recommend it.
We were ready
I highly
to
recommend
interview the Mason Ramsey kid, the yodeling kid. We were ready to interview Bad Baby.
Oh my God, the yodeling kid.
We all
love
any
that.
any popular
He's our next pop
Katy
star.
Perry.
viral
Oh, yeah.
you know, internet stars or whatever who get a record deal, man. We'll interview all of them. Like, you know, it's like I remember when John Scott was interviewing
Except
local
Fergie.
artists.
Except Fergie.
Except Fergie.
National anthem.
Oh God.
Oh
No,
yeah.
we're not going there. And that's all we're gonna say about that.
Actually, no. I have one more thing to say about that.
Mhm.
Someone actually wrote like a music score describing
Oh, I
her
love.
describing her version of the national anthem.
Oh, they actually had like all the notes and did they do like a comparison to
I
it
love it.
to the normal national anthem? Like,
Oh no! It was funny because like the notation was all over the place.
yeah.
The notation was like
Yeah.
was like you saw like these wavy lines for
Yeah.
like super crazy vibrato,
Yeah.
but like but then it was also going down slightly. So like you had some like it was
That's
like
funny.
go from like an A to go from an A to like an F or something, and then like a crazy vibrato going down, and it was just this, it was just this masterpiece.
Yeah,
of
truly,
just,
truly a piece of art.
it is it's like taking like it really was a poem, so to speak, you know.
Oh my gosh.
It was a poem in the respect that like they took something really beautiful and we'll say groundbreaking.
Yeah.
The national anthem.
And they just made this beautiful written interpretation of it.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
To be cherished for years to come.
Yeah. Here's a side note about the Fergie national anthem. The point of the national anthem is to gather everybody together.
Yeah.
Right? To unite everybody
America.
in America.
America.
We all united as a nation to dislike Fergie's national anthem.
We did all unite. We were all like,
So did it
fuck
not
that
serve
bitch.
its purpose?
It did. It actually really
And
did.
how many national anthem singers do you remember? Bet you remember that Fergie one.
Like
Ooh.
5.
Oh, say, yeah.
I remember Jimi Hendrix, but
That's a good one.
and then also oh god, Whitney Houston did
Yeah,
like,
Whitney Houston. Yeah. There are some great ones. But the
Lady
Fergie
Gaga's
one,
was great at the
Fergie
Super
one
Bowl.
got up.
Mm.
Fergie
The
one
Super
top
Bowl
10.
the year before she did the Super Bowl.
Fergie
Just
top
a-
10, man. For just
Oh,
for the wrong
God.
reasons, but top 10.
Oh, terrible.
No. Hold on. So Adam Neely actually did release a video. Do you ever watch Adam Neely? He's a music theory like video essay
Okay.
sort of channel.
Cool.
And he made a video basically saying it was just titled Anthem, and he did this musical analysis of the national anthem. Turns out that like a national anthem should be more or less very very singable.
Yeah, like
It's
like
the
like
most
the Rough Riders.
unsingable fucking song I've ever sang in my whole life.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
like DMX's Rough Riders anthem. Stop, drop, settle down, open up, shot. Whoa.
No, exactly. You know, and
Whoa.
it's supposed to be very national anthems are supposed to have very small ranges.
Right, right.
And
So
like,
everybody can sing it, right?
Exactly, and so like I think the Russian and Canadian national anthems don't span more than an octave,
Mm-hmm.
but our national anthem expands 9 whole tones or no, not 9 whole tones. It's an octave and then a semitone,
Right.
maybe. So an interval of a ninth an interval of a ninth.
So that's why like legitimate singers need to sing the national anthem because like it's actually like a somewhat difficult song.
Yeah.
I had to sing it
Sing.
earlier this year. It was
Was it-
very nerve-wracking. It went really
Yeah.
well.
Right.
Mm.
It went really, really well, but it
Yeah.
was so nerve-wracking.
Mm.
And it was the first time I've ever publicly sung the national anthem, and I was like,
Where'd you sing it at?
I sang it at my dance recital.
Oh,
They wanted me to sing it.
damn.
Very cool.
Man, and I
that's
was
pretty
like,
dope.
okay, I'm a dance teacher. I wasn't dancing. I was
Mm.
my students, but they were like,
Yeah.
they're very supportive of like the Kate Scales thing, which is
Oh,
really
yeah.
really cool. And they were like, well, now that we know you're a singer, because I kept it very private. Like
Oh yeah.
it's
Yeah.
as a teacher, like I don't want people to like.
I
think
did the
like,
complete
oh,
opposite. My students when I taught at FGCU.
This nigga would plug his goddamn.
That is
No,
hilarious.
I was
Follow
when-
my
when I was-
SoundCloud link.
No, that's not even what I was trying to do. I was
That's
trying
amazing.
to find a drummer for Lucid Lake.
Oh, okay, nice. You're like, hey
Right.
guys, by the way,
Do you guys know a drummer? By the way, and the
I'm in a band.
SoundCloud bit, because they did actually say that I had I did actually pull out my SoundCloud and say, by the way, they should be able to play this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
that is so great.
And literally 2 hours later, I had another class that I had to teach
Right.
from intermediate algebra to like pre-calc,
Mhm.
right? And the pre-calc class had found out that I had a SoundCloud before I even walked into class to
Oh
even
my
like,
gosh, that's
Hey,
so funny. It's
that is
crazy how that works,
hilarious,
isn't
man.
it?
like immediately, because they were like, "Oh, by the way, you teach my other friend's class," and I
Heard
was
your
just
music,
like,
yeah.
I'm just like,
Amazing.
God damn, guys, like
Yeah. I'm there, man.
this spreads. But yeah,
Alright.
but I also understand like keeping it private because like
Yeah.
the dynamic.
Especially I'm a
of, like,
teacher. I teach very young children. It's like, gotta be,
All
let's be
right.
cool.
Want to do one more fun question?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
do that.
Let's
Kate
see.
Skales hungry.
I am hungry.
Hangry.
I'm not hangry.
Not hangry yet?
No, no, no.
Yeah,
No, I'm
just
getting
hungry.
there.
See, I get super
I have
hangry.
a little tiny
like,
headache. I'm so annoyed. It's fine. I'll just
Mm.
eat some stuff.
Okay. I like this question a lot, so I'm going to ask it. If you could have 30 of the most intelligent people in the world, most
Mm.
talented people, 30
Mm.
experts in whatever fields you need them to be experts in,
Right.
to work on one thing,
Right.
what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. And we're working on one thing.
Just you want them to accomplish some sort of goal.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you're going to have them work on?
Yeah.
We really, really, really need to figure out how we're
Yeah.
cleaning our oceans.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Like I know that that's like
It's a hot answer.
super cliche and like
Right.
well timed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like that's been a thing that's bothered me for a long time.
Right.
Like
Mm.
I was always like I'm an anxious person.
Well, what about
I'm-
Starbucks with the straws?
I'm like,
though?
dude, that's what well, no, it's like
Okay.
I like as I was like an anxious
Mm.
kid. Like when I found out about like pollution and like they were cutting down
Yeah.
rainforests, like I was like,
Yeah.
someone's got to stop
Got-
them.
yeah.
Like that was me as a
Mm.
kid.
See, like Fern Gully.
Fern Gully was
Oh, I
traumatizing.
love, yo, dude. Wait.
Hex.
Sidebar, man. I had my first wet dream of Fern Gully, man.
I bet
That
you
ferry,
did.
That ferry was whoo,
Aladdin.
popping.
Aladdin for me. Holy shit.
Shout out to my brown guys.
He awoke. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's right.
so cleaning up the ocean.
I really think that we need to figure this shit the fuck. Like we really need to figure it out. Cause it's a problem. It's a huge
I think we have recycling's pretty big.
problem.
But I mean, I think you're saying how to get rid of the plastics that's already in the ocean,
Yeah, and like
right?
the microplastic. Like I mean, like so. Like what I'm saying is, I guess like we need to figure out how to get fucking rid of plastics and usage. Like how I guess our waste. Our waste is a huge problem.
Right.
Let me elaborate on my answer.
Yeah.
Like cleaning our oceans, but it's because of the waste that we produce, and
Right.
that makes me very anxious as well. Like microbeads in your like Neutrogena soap, and like
Yeah.
the shit that's in your fucking toothpaste, and like that literally is like ending up back in our food because like fish are eating it. And like we're eating the fish, and it's like in there, and then we're eating it, and we can't. Oh my gosh, this is like like microscope level anxiety you're getting me on right now.
Yeah. I say plastic's not the problem. It's just that we don't actively recycle it. Plastic is very useful. The fact that it can be recycled and literally be reused.
And be reused is incredible.
Is incredible.
It
so
is, and
we
I am
just
a huge
need to like
recycler.
have like a I don't know like a tax or like a penalty
Something.
for you not recycling
Something.
properly, whatever. Because there's no reason why it should be ending up in the ocean because you literally can reuse it.
When the places that I've worked, when you see the waste and the plastic waste.
I think the best way to frame it, actually, like if you're gonna come up with a solution, I think a tax is one of the not the best way to do it. I think
I say tax, but as like a.
But I think
right.
Jail.
Which
Straight to jail.
Yeah. Murder.
No,
It's what the left wings want.
all you really need to do, and this is easier said than done, is to find a way to convince businesses to do it for more than the warmth of their hearts. There has to be a monetary incentive behind it.
Correct. Like if you're
A tax
green,
break.
you're green. Yeah. Like if you're green so and so, then you're gonna get this kind of bonus at the end of the year. You know.
Or even that like even from like the market standpoint of like, let's say that you design or build a company that centers itself around cleaning up waste. You know? Maybe you as an entrepreneur trying to start that kind of business need to find a way to profit off of doing something like that, because as your business grows, then you can go ahead and gain enough financial stability to then donate to other programs or even branch off or whatever, you know.
I think we need big societal pressure, whatever, because companies will bend to what the public wants or perceives or whatever. For example, the new natural health food, no GMOs wave, whatever. You really think McDonald's really wants to sell fucking green apple slices?
Right. No, they don't.
But the pressure of, we need healthy alternatives, healthy options at your place, even though McDonald's been selling shitty stuff and they still do it. But the fact that society or whatever, they had a shift in the narrative, like going towards natural, non-GMO, no artificial preservatives and whatever, XYZ. Right? That caused whole companies like McDonald's, who I thought would never sell anything healthy, to actually start selling healthy shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Or quote unquote.
I know what you're saying.
Like,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, healthy stuff, right? Yeah. So if people are like, yo, man, I'm not going to go to your business if you don't recycle, if you don't like, care about the environment and stuff like that. But, that's one of those steps that like you have to get people to care about this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the whole like vegan argument, anyways.
Yeah,
it's
You're
taking
right.
away from the businesses that do put a lot of pressure on the environment. That being said, the solution isn't force everyone to not eat meat. The solution is make good vegan food.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I said that to you too. Like I was like, yo, dog. Like when we went to the vegan potluck, I was like, yo, dog.
Right.
Salt is vegan, right? If you're gonna serve me something alternative that I normally don't eat or whatever, you can also make it not taste that great.
Right. Put some seasonings in it.
Put them seasonings in that bitch, dog.
Yeah. And so, like good vegan food is out there.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Restaurants.
I've had good vegan food.
I love good vegan food.
And with the
Oh my god, we gotta stop talking about food.
Oh yeah. Oh my bad.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, on that note,
yeah.
we're gonna. I guess this is our time to sign off.
Yeah.
This was so fun.
I'm all
guys.
wrapped now.
John's Closet. This was so fun.
John's Closet. I still didn't say my name in the beginning, did I?
Oh.
Huh?
I still didn't say my name in the beginning, did we?
No, we introduced
We
Kate
always-
and then didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
No, I swear to God, we always do this in every episode.
Oh my
It's kind of
God.
coming like a running gag and a running
I
thing.
love it. Who are you again?
Oh, shit. Sydney. And this is
42 Wallaby Way.
and this is
I
John.
remembered.
And this is John over here of John's Closet. And
Yes.
make sure you guys plug your
Oh,
social
and
media.
I'm Kate
Yeah,
Skales. Hey, I'm Kate Skales. Yeah, and you can
What
find my
are your-
music on
yeah.
iTunes and
Mhm.
Spotify, Apple Music, Google Music,
Mhm.
YouTube. It's everywhere.
Mhm.
Check out my my YouTube video for
Saw
Saw
It
It Coming.
Coming.
Check out my
Yeah.
Instagram. Go follow me. I'll follow you back. I'm definitely that kind of person. Go check me out on Twitter, Facebook.
So you go to LA and start popping off.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's just like,
No, stay
Yeah.
humble.
stay humble.
Stay humble.
It's not bad though.
That's it,
Bitch, be
though.
humble.
Uh-huh.
Sit
Oh, and
down.
shout out really quick. We didn't even get to talk about my band members though.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
of course,
Before
of course,
we-
of course.
I just want to shout out to Corey Moses, my bassist, Danny
Mm.
Delgado,
but,
my drummer.
that's
and-
right. I said
Oh,
it
right.
was-
Wait. And Alex Zarowski, my guitarist. Shout out to my amazing band. They are the Kate
Mhm.
Skales band, and they are amazing, and we love them.
By the way, Corey, if you're listening right now, and I hope you're listening right now,
Mm.
how dare you skip out on John's Closet? Not once,
Oh.
but
But
twice
twice.
now.
Oh. We calling you out, Corey.
Corey
Because you didn't
Moses.
show up to the Opposite States episode.
Mm. Preach.
And now
Mhm.
and now you're not showing up to the Kate Scales episode.
preach.
Trouble's a brewing.
Uh-oh.
We got some beef. We got our first podcast, but besides Miss Sally,
Oh my
like
God.
a real life. We might have to see Corey.
Oh my God. No, with our Opposite States episode and with Kate
Yeah,
Scales here,
Yeah.
I don't think we can rip on Corey too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. But
You
yeah, make sure you guys follow us
Yep.
on Facebook, John's Closet,
Instagram.
Instagram, John_Closet_.
Yep.
Yep. And follow us on YouTube, of course, at John's Closet. And yeah.
Subscribe to the goddamn channel. Hit the bell thing
Yes.
because you know the bell thing lets you know when we upload, no matter what YouTube's algorithms tell you to do.
Woo.
Also, even if you don't watch our videos, leave them playing and leave
Let
them
it play.
alone. Like that watch time just gives us that little bit of extra push.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know?
this is episode 14.
Episode 14.
Heck yeah, it's a good number.
Yeah. Kate
Thanks for having
Scales.
me.
Yes. Peace.
Peace out.
Whoop.